DeRozan with the rookie Barrett. DeMar from the baseline. Count it. Inbounds, and DeMar, vision is fine. Beating Wizards saw there with Matt and Dan at everything except for shooting. The most important many times.
Lets the ball fly with DeJounte all over him. It's not an easy shot.
He's got 20. DeRozan for the Spurs 9 3 balls. DeRozan, beautiful turnaround.
Ish Smith is on it.
DeRozan for 2. DeRozan, contested jumper. 5.
I'll give him something going to the basket.
DeRozan.
Kawhi move and his patience and poise on every
lead by 2. DeRozan, after a bone-crushing screen by Walker, frees himself and then knocks in
his strength to finish right at that mid-range position.
Mid-range jumper again for DeRozan. The rebound. DeRozan swivels, fires, and connects. Clippers now shooting 36% from the floor.
A lot of easy shots that Kawhi is.
Shot clock at 7. DeRozan immediately stayed down. Now he made that shot. LA all those good years in Portland. DeRozan, mid-range.
He turns to the bench, mouths something. He's not talking to a fan. He's usually telling one of those coaches, mark it.
Runs. Hopefully our bench unit can come in and give us a nice boost like they did in the first half as well.
And DeMar drains the...
Keep it up, young fella.
DeRozan, softly in the net. 5.
But that's okay. Again, you're trying to get yourself back into a rhythm. That's expected.
Big night of college basketball, 2 opening night across the country. DeRozan putting it up and in. Forbes on the kick. DeRozan.
No, yeah,
Got a sweet jumper.
Yeah, that's pretty much automatic when he gets a mount up the assist.
Reddish came in 1 for 18 on the 3 ball. DeRozan. 18 now for Jabari. Spurs have it. DeRozan back to work. First hoop of the 4th quarter.
DeRozan. Nothing but the bottom.
Both hands around the rim.
Swish for DeMar DeRozan. Team so far under 40.
How about that?
DeRozan. Nothing but the bottom. 21 turnovers. They are strong defensively. DeRozan swishes the open. Hill swings it back to White. He finds DeRozan on the arc for 2.
Been having such a terrific year.
And it's been confirmed as the trailing 80-62. DeRozan against Marcus Smart and Lamar.
He knows how to finish in the paint area, especially dunking the basketball. If you see there, got a little choke up with you.
DeRozan. Nothing but the bottom for DeMar. LA back to DeMar and DeRozan. DeRozan elevates and scores.
Points, which is something they do pretty well. 6th in the NBA, average over 14.9 a game.
Timberwolves well on pace to get over 100 points in this game tonight as DeRozan drops in. I bring that up, Jim, because
Johnny on the spot with the derivation of that saying. It's kind of boring, so I'm not even going to get into it.
Over their shoulder. DeRozan, this is his game. A mid-range jumper for point guard for the Spurs. DeRozan with that shoulder lean-in against Markelle Fultz. Got away with it. Well, that's been appointed by Augustine. DeRozan. Tough shot. Well defended by Carter.
Celtic, he's going to get the foul call.
DeRozan. Switch. Has heck of a matchup there. 6 on the shot clock. DeMar swishes the jumper.
He looked like he was stuck. He knew right away what to do with it. DeRozan.
And Antonio has it. 14 on the reset. DeRozan in the paint.
You know he's going to always come back left.
Yep. Murray trying to hold off DeRozan. DeRozan to the baseline. Got 2 seconds. Turtle with a dribble handoff. And it's DeRozan looking for his offense to start out this 3rd quarter, and it rolls in.
That started a lot this year with Dwight Powell getting in foul trouble. This guy's locked in.
DeRozan, the three-point play a moment ago gave him 30. And looking for 2 more. Now DeRozan putting it down, spinning, shooting, scoring again.
Rebound for DeRozan. DeRozan the pull-up from 15.
Players, except for Brad. Nope. Everybody's in the MVP talk. Talk about
the forefront of this. How important was it, you think, for the league to give players this type of...
DeRozan. And this time DeRozan. DeRozan, the baseline jumper. DeRozan again against Bertans again. Step back. DeMar DeRozan.
In the backcourt. You've got to get down and force him to give up the basketball.
DeRozan gets the soft roll.
And that's one area that you can take advantage of. Transition execution.
DeRozan again. And free throw shooter.
Right now we're seeing, looks like a little matchup zone here.
And DeRozan again able to hit.
Although
9 from the floor. DeRozan gets right into the center of the lane. Too easy for DeMar. And the lead is swelled to 12. A 9-1 Philadelphia run. DeRozan got that one.
They clean, and then the rebounding at both ends. And then he's a problem defensively because of his wingspan.
Last year, they're calling it a recovery as DeRozan's jumper is good. And it's 7-0. A quick timeout has come on now for San Antonio. One of their few new players on the team. DeRozan with the mid-range. And one of you champions. DeRozan.
They do a mid-range game by DeRozan. They're double teaming Aldridge, so somebody's going to be open. And that's the guy that's open right there.
DeMar for it. See if they double. DeMar will feast on DeRozan with Kuzma on him this time. Different challenge. DeRozan, not a problem. Switch. Back to DeJounte. DeRozan on the baseline. Got it! DeRozan!
Doesn't look like you're going to... Well, you still have chance for 2 for 1, yeah, sure.
DeRozan. And it's 107-95. DeRozan is
a little bit deeper.
DeRozan. Got it! 2! Oh, so close.
Well,
last
DeMar DeRozan steps in there to help out, and no one gets his man.
And DeRozan. Knocker with 11 in the game. DeRozan. Yes! And the Spurs again. 3:19 and counting here in the first. DeMar pulls up for the mid-range.
I'm surprised that
this night against Memphis with 11.
You have a lot of players that much space. They're going to knock down the 3 numbers totally.
DeRozan can feel it now. Sends it, scores it.
That's what he does.
To DeMar DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Jumper over Derrick Rose, and he buries it. DeRozan turns, fires, rattles it in.
But he's taken, as opposed to getting all the way to the rim. Got to play the percentages on that one.
DeRozan, the high arching shot. Guarded by Heel. 2 scores matched up against one another. And DeMar goes right to winning, but looks fine there.
Bogdanovich is one of those guys you could walk in the gym at the YMCA and see him, and he's going to hand it to the Rockets. You got to come out and punch him in the mouth early. And we're not doing that. We're kind of going through the motions on the offensive end.
CLA. DeRozan. The Trojan. Crosstown Southern Cal. Sexton's first 3, half dozen points. DeRozan. Off to DeRozan. Pulls up in the paint.
DeRozan. When he gets it, DeRozan trying to go to his spot, and he hits. He gets to that right elbow. That's what's going to win it. DeRozan with a 2. DeRozan just got it.
Allen. They just did a terrific save from LA as well.
DeMar DeRozan over Garrett Temple. Got to be careful when Leonard or George are in the vicinity. Paul George all over DeRozan. Got a little space on Zubats and hits the 2.
DeRozan going to work in the paint. Aldridge is at the scorer's table. Spurs is 33% in the quarter. Hard is conscientious. For DeRozan. Over Jaren. Long two, put it in.
Motion.
Yes, he was. Yes.
Yeah.
When I played with him, it was like, wait a minute, you have to be ready to set a screen for him, just like DeRozan knocked it.
Here is DeRozan.
Yes.
Here is DeRozan on the pull-up.
Yes.
Soft touch.
For the last 4 seasons, likely to make it 4 out of 5.
Yeah, and he's a pretty good athlete.
Averaging 6 per game.
Is he still the youngest MVP in NBA history, or is it now Giannis?
Down. 3 on the shot clock here for DeMar DeRozan. Backs his way in on Tim Frazier and gets it to drop at the buzzer. Spurs with a 20-point lead. DeRozan in the paint. But it's a 23-point Spurs lead here coming down the stretch. And DeMar DeRozan adds to the possession for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, that's a 2. And he knocks it down. Textbook foot on the line play. DeRozan over Draymond Green. Gets the roll. DeRozan spins in the lane. Rattles it in. DeMar.
Kill, make that shot from the outside.
DeRozan pulls up from the elbow. Get it!
Gravitate outside. Only thing that found issue with was the fadeaway.
DeRozan, a little more. This time Ferguson, 9 on the shot clock. DeRozan, take that, he says.
4 dishes. DeMar DeRozan back in the game, and he starts.
You're watching DeRozan and Middleton, you feel like you've opened up a time capsule from the 70s. Per possession off of handoffs.
DeMar DeRozan.
Corner. DeRozan goes right up with it and gets it. Shot clock. DeMar against Lopez. Backs him up. Scores again. That's one you couldn't carry over to the second. DeRozan. Boy, he has just been on a roll.
Do too much, but when he gets in the paint area, he's just taking the shot that the defense is giving him.
And swishes another jump. 15 points, 9 rebounds. DeRozan inside the free throw line, and that is
a little bit more on edge for sure.
DeRozan.
Right now, it looks like they're going to die by the 3.
Let's hope. DeRozan, he makes a living in the paint.
DeRozan turns the corner. That's his range right there, and he knocks it down. Well, I think it off. He's got DeRozan. Weaves his way to the free throw line and gets the shot. That's DeRozan's bread and butter. Goes off left. There's DeRozan trying to get to his spot right about there. The turnaround goes up and down. A 60-something point half dropped on him as DeRozan knocks down a jumper. That's 61 to 40. DeRozan. Ooh, nicely done with the left hand. Bad.
Points per game. Where they have struggled this year, their defense has not been what you would expect. DeRozan with another make. And shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Spinning around and a foul.
With such great maturity for a 24-year-old rookie. DeRozan powers with just under 4 minutes left first half. There's DeRozan, and that's good. DeMar DeRozan.
Spots on the floor where he can get to it. Uses his body well. Very comfortable with a hand in his face, making shots like that. He had on a lot of his other three-point shots. A little too low there.
DeRozan fills it up. DeMar DeRozan. And then right back on the road. DeRozan hits the turnaround. Boy, he is silence. And there's DeMar. Knocks it down. John, I almost over to 9. 3:05 left. DeRozan posting, scoring.
Exactly what they want.
DeRozan draws the foul.
Right in DeMar's wheelhouse, is able to pick that pass off easily.
DeRozan swishes the jump. Bucket to make it 28-19 in Miami. 11 of 19 shooting as the Spurs get a little shooter's touch. Off to Lonnie Walker, now DeRozan. DeMar, the 2. And the Spurs.
Ryan Williams in Spurs game.
That place will be hopping, too.
Yep.
And one for the shot clock. In the zone action from Miami. And the zone buster, DeMar DeRozan.
That was way too easy.
Here's DeRozan. And he gets his 2. And the Spurs...
Jay, that it's so important for the Suns to remember their formula under Monty Williams, which is that .5 as Monty Williams. The Suns obviously know they can't get it all back in one possession. DeRozan connects.
DeRozan has not scored yet. He's 0 for 3 from the field. And now he's on the board, swishing that saw in the first half. Here's DeRozan with a pull-up jumper. It is good, and DeRozan now with 6 points. So explosive with that first step as DeRozan connects.
Up and strong enough to rebound and defend.
Ooh, Brandon Ingram goes down hard after that screen by Aldridge.
DeMar DeRozan swirls in for a pair. And of course the World Cup MVP for Spain. And DeRozan knocks down the jump board watching the second half of the season.
And the thing is, you know, we've already dropped some games at home that you should.
And it is on Ken's 5, by the way, in case you can't make it here. DeRozan on the shot clock.
Obviously, you need a quick hitter.
DeRozan gives it to him for his first basket. In the paint, got it for 2!
The way they play. He's played this way his whole life, right here inside. There he is again, back-to-back view. Starts to back down on Chris Dunn. Takes him to the baseline, the jumper's good. Wow, that's his bread and butter right there. DeRozan slices in. Chris, get back up by DeRozan. He backs in. Fires, scores. Big shot.
Here is DeRozan.
Shooters on the floor, forcing one, and that plays into our guys' hands.
DeRozan knocks down another. 2 of 2 from the lines and a couple threes. DeRozan, nothing but the bottom. Foul. 8 more threes than the Spurs.
It shows you how perfect our guys have to be on the offensive end to win against.
What did you just say? 6. DeRozan, the fadeaway. Oh my! Point. Opening tip brought to you by Pizza Hut. As DeRozan gets fouled for the Hornets. DeRozan. Double fake and Zeller. First final home game before the 8-game rodeo road trip. And DeMar DeRozan. On Tuesday, they lost to Washington coming in here. And DeRozan brings it across. Another by Martin. And DeMar gives 10 on the shot clock for DeRozan. And the Spurs are getting ready to clear the bench. Says DeMar swishes the...
DeRozan, as Zubac steps out to contest, knocks.
San Antonio came with the double team.
Another mid-range shot for DeRozan and another bucket.
Time in, first shot, 3, knock it down.
DeRozan from 15. Not a lot of
play, basically. And he's trying to figure out who's going to rotate up to play Montre.
Oh, and DeRozan rapidly moving second quarter. Second shot of the possession.
Coming into tonight's game, so they can put points on the board. It's their defense that really struggled this season.
DeRozan, a contested 17-footer, falls 21 for DeMar.
DeRozan, the fadeaway, silky smooth. Virgin on Davis, make the ball come out. DeRozan leans in, he got Kuzma to believe so.
It would only be if they would make us list our weights.
Honest weights.
Gives him a look at it.
DeRozan crossing over to get to his spot there on the baseline. Before the All-Star break, Bellinelli finds DeRozan for a beautiful mid-range.
At 5. Utah had a couple of early buckets. DeRozan knocks down a mid. He's real comfortable in the Popovich scheme of things, and there's a jumper.
Obviously an answer offensively here.
DeRozan, step back, baseline jumper.
And you see how much
inside the three-point line. Trey Lyles straddles the three-point line. Now DeRozan after the timeout. And I will tell you this, you pointed it out. Drives on O'Neal. Stops, pop, 2.
Just an excellent shot.
They double down Aldridge. Inside, DeRozan with a turnaround. Tough shot, jump.
DeRozan with the basketball defended by Dort. He did not play in that matchup on February 11th. And DeRozan does. Well, it was a quiet double-double as DeRozan again is feeling it here for the Spurs in his first
Clearance there, one-on-one. And Lyle's able to stay away by Hardaway. DeRozan continues to go
earlier in this third quarter. And those are 5-6 feet easily behind the three-point line. Yeah, but that's a shot players don't normally take, but he's red hot right now.
DeRozan!
Oh boy, threw the ball away.
And now Turner is fouled.
Heard Cody Zeller mad at himself.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan, whole bunch of nothing for him in the. Folks working in restaurants loving the score right now. 86-86, but no longer. 88. DeRozan, man.
Without thinking, and look, you got a positive result.
DeRozan, mid-range game in effect.
Team that really struggled last game, and sometimes you just have to tell yourself there's another game the next night. And right now with the
hacking it on the paint, you have to realize that.
DeRozan. Boy, he's been so better positioned to win games. In their wins, he's averaging over 21 a game. DeRozan. And he'll pull it up. DeRozan knocks it down.
Well, I mean, yeah, and now scored a basket. Turnovers, now 5 turnovers.
As DeRozan step back off 1 foot, got another one, back-to-back position.
A rodeo road trip, and that was a contest in which, coming off the bench, Buddy Hield went great. 3-point shot. Germania pledges to donate $30 to Spurs Give. Thanks, Germania. Your Walker against Hield. DeRozan.
Yeah, shoot that.
And DeMar. Money for the Spurs. 6:44 to go. And DeMar has it fall home. And the Spurs anticipated it. Comes up with the offensive glass.
Oh, shoot that.
He does. And hits it. Oh! Spurs. 2:25 to go. DeRozan for the jumper. Rattles in. Back up.
About taunting and enforcing the taunting technical. And he said, no, there was no special emphasis given as DeMar DeRozan. And that DeRozan only 6 points this afternoon. Shot clock down to 5. Got to his sweet spot. DeRozan with the step back.
Aid, Tobias and Josh. Sixers much better defense to start this game. Even as we solid three-point shooting tonight. 12 of 29 over 41%. That go-to guy, DeRozan. Short of Embiid, got it.
So much, he has a mismatch in the low block. You've got to come over and double him, and he makes the right pass.
DeMar DeRozan. Things are crazy in the digital age. Here is DeRozan inside, and DeMar going to work in the paint. And the Spurs again by a dozen now.
And sets the table nicely for Clarkson.
Inside, DeRozan gets it to fall. DeRozan. And DeMar makes the
Hurdle setting the ball screen for DeRozan, who's been one of the leading scorers in the NBA again this season at 20. And if they lose this game and Portland wins later today, the Pelicans are eliminated. So this could be the last time we get to see Zion Williams. Here's DeRozan, who has 8 points. Now in double figures for the 90.
Tight and lean as possible to put as little stress on your joints as possible.
Now he balls are back within 6.
And Zion's back on the floor.
Probably hard to win when you're starting back. Arco is 3 of 19.
Off the game. Rockets have gone to basically a 6-8 and under starting lineup as the game. DeRozan. Tough shot. Back to this one. Spurs by 12 as DeRozan inside with a turnaround jumper. DeMar DeRozan overly confident.
No, you got to use your legs. Otherwise, you're done.
DeMar DeRozan
I don't care who you are.
Here's DeRozan against Jeff Green for 2 as DeRozan. Here's Lonnie Walker, 4 on the shot clock. DeRozan got this one for 2.
One of the few times he just catches it and shoots.